Are we feeling a little sporty this morning? You're about to be because of my awesome Hot Topics panel this morning. Joining me now are two sports broadcasters, Mariners' Jen Mueller and Kraken's Alison Lukan, and, our not so sporty executive producer, Joseph.
Who could say?
Who could say? Welcome all. Thank you for being here. I want to first have you guys dive into what's on the table here while I explain what's happening. We have a little lunch. It's a flavor that really caught our eye because you've all heard of the iconic Seattle dog, which is a hot dog with cream cheese and grilled onions. But now Southtown Pie down in South Park has turned it into a pizza, which is what we're trying today. I want to know everyone's thoughts. It looks so different than what I expected it to
I think my imagination took on an entirely different
100%.
life with this. It tastes, I love the caramelized onions.
It's actually really good.
It's very good.
Okay.
You sound surprised.
I was a little nervous.
I love a Seattle dog. Like that always was, especially younger, when I was out on the town, I always had to end the night.
Capitol Hill evening with some
like a Seattle dog. I need this in my life. But I thought this was gonna be so messy, look completely different. Because a hot dog,
Something about I was envisioning sliced hot dog pieces, which is maybe what this is, but it's appetizing. It's good.
And I was expecting too much cream cheese, and I feel this is the right amount, and it's contained. I expected a lot of mess.
That's what I thought it was just going to be like so creamy, like a lot was going to be happening.
Very
but
Seattle.
Yeah, they have it dialed in. It is
I
very
would
Seattle.
recommend it. And yes, I also think like at 2 a.m., there's nothing better than this.
Thank you, Jen.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Sure. I tried to say, when I was younger, but really,
2 a.m.
come on.
2 a.m. no matter your age.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, moving right along, we want to get to this video that's gone viral of a Delta flight. It was during a 2-hour flight delay that this young passenger decided to belt out her rendition of How Far I'll Go from Disney's Moana. The video shows her singing the song over the flight attendant's intercom. What do you guys think? There's a delay, put yourself in the situation. We're sitting there and, a girlie wants to would this be an eye roll? Would this be a cringe moment? Or would you be like, you go girl?
I mean, the first rule of flying, noise canceling headphones. Hello?
Yes.
Second rule of flying, don't do that.
No. Nobody takes the flight attendants. No.
I know.
No. I think you could hear us eye rolling actually when that video started, I think.
I guess I'm like, oh, that's so sweet, but I have to put myself in that position where you're sitting there for 2 hours.
Exactly.
You're already
you're
frustrated,
you're
hungry.
mad, exactly. You're stressed. I am not going to receive that the way that I know it should be received.
I blame the flight attendant.
I know.
She's not running up there and grabbing the mic herself.
Or I don't.
Is she?
No.
I don't know.
That's like a bridesmaid's airplane moment.
Yes. Where were the flight attendants? I'm thinking, where are her parents?
Yeah, they handed it to her, I think.
I mean, imagine being in the middle of that plane where she was and just seeing the flight attendant's hand give her the, you're like, what's happening? That's just...
You can hear the snickers. You can hear the people. There are some people earnestly filming, and then you can hear the people who are like,
oh, and then
no.
For the poor girl who's now going viral.
I know.
At least her face is covered. Her face is covered.
Yes. How long do you think, too, she was singing up there? Like
they
one
said
song?
They said the full song. That's like 2 to 4 minutes, right?
Okay.
I mean,
well,
and she clears her throat at one point to reset her key. It's a journey.
You know what? You go, girl.
Yeah.
I like it.
More power to you.
Yeah, she's now going to go viral. Well, she did go viral.
She did go viral.
Someone else that's always going viral, I love Sydney Sweeney. She's a Spokane native, obviously a movie star, and she has a latest brand collab that's drawing some big attention. The 27-year-old is partnering with men's grooming brand Dr. Squatch to launch a limited edition soap bar called Bathwater Bliss. Allegedly, the soap contains actual droplets of Sydney's used bathwater. That's right, I'm reading that correctly. Is this gross? Who would you want? Do you have an obsession with someone, like a movie star that you're like, you know what? Yes, I would like his or her bathwater.
I don't want to sit in my own bathwater.
Exactly.
What are we doing? No. I can last in a bath 3 minutes. That's it, peeps.
Really?
And then I'm
You're
done.
Not a bath,
I am not a bath
a bubble
person.
Bath girly?
I try. There's times I'll try it. It looks so nice in the movies.
Yes.
And then I try it and I'm like, this is way too hot. This is way too much work. I'm done. I'm out.
Oh, I'm a big bath girly.
I love a bath.
Yes.
But I also do not want
Jen.
my own bath water. I don't want someone else it's water from cleaning someone else. Like, what are we
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Do people think that like maybe they're gonna get some of her beauty with like I don't know, or men just that obsessed with her?
I don't know a lot of men who take bubble baths.
This is a valid point.
So, I mean, no shade to you out there if you do that. But,
Yes.
you know, this is geared towards men, not women.
True.
So most men probably aren't trying to get that kind of beauty from soap is my guess. But if you are, that's obviously fine.
Great point.
So it's just, the
Great
marketing
point.
to me is like kind of confusing because it's men's soap.
I want to, this might be my new Roman Empire. I want to like get back like in a couple weeks and just see, is it selling really well?
You know what, Kelly, why don't you buy some? I'll buy you some.
Okay.
Let's
Then
try this.
You try it out and report back.
And the next like 2 weeks when I just start slowly morphing into
Into
Sydney
Sydney Sweeney?
Now we'll
guess
know.
what? Everybody's gonna be obsessed.
You know?
Okay, we want to switch gears because clearly I could talk about my Sydney Sweeney forever. We're gonna go to the sports world. Allison, I want to start with you. Tell me all the updates with the Kraken because we got a new head coach, right?
We do. We have Lane Lambert is joining the Kraken as the third head coach
Yay.
in franchise history. It's really exciting because he's won at so many levels. He has won a Stanley Cup in Washington, and he also did that with a couple players who are here now. And then he coached our captain, Jordan Eberle, when he was head coach with the New York Islanders. So hopefully he'll be around soon to meet everyone, and really looking forward to bringing a little discipline, defensive focus, and taking this team onto the winning side of things.
I know, that's what we're all hoping for. Do you think the players' reaction and everything so far is exciting? Like, is there a good buzz around?
Yeah, you know, the players always go home during the off season, but again, he knows so many of them. And I think that helps. It always helps when you're meeting someone for the first time and your buddy and your teammate can say, oh, we know him and we understand him. And that's going to give them a really nice on-ramp, I think, to start working together.
Amazing. Anything else you want viewers to know about the Kraken and this upcoming season and just fun things that you guys have planned?
When does the season start?
It'll start in October. The schedule's not out yet, but very excited. I think hockey is just one of the greatest games to watch. It's so fast, it's so fun, and I'm excited to see this team start to gel. We saw some young players start to step up last year, and so now they can really kind of come into their own.
Amazing. Okay, Jen, I want to get to you. The Mariners, how are we doing this season? How's everything looking?
Well, I mean, Cal Raleigh is the talk of town, the talk of Major League Baseball. Yeah, I know Aaron Judge is in that conversation, but nobody is doing what Cal Raleigh is doing, both behind the plate, at the dish. It's been really impressive. Over 20 home runs, and the thing that's really cool, not only does he have the respect of everybody on the team and on that pitching staff, but he's got the clutch gene. Like, he is coming through in the 7th inning or later and doing it at a rate that is better than Hall of Famer Edgar Martinez when he was here. Like, it's unbelievable what he's been able to do. And he's so humble, and he's got such a dry sense of humor.
What's his like vibe in the clubhouse?
Well, he walked by the other day, and we were taping our pregame show, and he saw the graphics about himself, right? And he saw that we were showing these highlights, and I'm like, "Hey, look, we're talking about you." And he goes, "Don't you have anything better to talk about? Like, can't you?" It's like, no, actually, we don't. We don't. We're talking about you for a long time, Cal.
Wow. So. And there was a really cute moment too recently with Young, right? Who came up from? Can you talk about that and how that there was? He came up from AAA Tacoma.
Yes, Cole Young got the call up over the weekend. It was very sweet. They pulled him out of the game on Friday. They told him that he was coming up, so there's video of that. There's video of him calling his mom, and both of them you can hear just crying. And he made his debut on Saturday, drives in the game-winning run in extra innings, and he is 21 years old. He was the youngest player in the PCL. That's the division that the Rainiers play in. Now he's 21 and he's handling all of this big league experience.
I love seeing like when parents are in like, you know, the
greatest
stadium,
moments.
it is literally the best to see and you can't help but root.
T-Mobile Park is so fun
That's a Hallmark
right now.
movie.
Yes,
like
it is. It's really
and we all
cool when
love
you get to be a
Cal.
part of it. Yeah.
This is all from Flora Bakehouse. Feel free to taste test. We have a little slice of the rainbow cake.
It's so nice.
I know.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. June is off, you guys.
Yes.
They dropped all this off to celebrate Pride Month. They have a new vegan version of their rainbow cake for 2025.
Love this.
100% of the proceeds of the rainbow cake slices and $1 from the sale of each little cinnamon roll here that we're seeing from June 5th to June 30th at all locations are going to be donated to Queer the Land, the trans Trans Justice Funding Project and GSBA's scholarship fund.
Excellent.
It's delicious.
Is it delicious?
It's really, really good. The consistency
I
is
like
great.
that it's vegan too.
Yes,
Sorry,
please.
I'm just like,
You
here
go
we go.
right ahead. You go right ahead.
What else do we have here too?
I'm looking at the frosting. To be
It's
quite
really
honest
very
with
good.
you.
I love cake.
Wow, this is so good. This is a huckleberry orange financier. I didn't even know what that was, but it's a delicious
neither.
Now
little
we
sweet
know.
treat.
And we have a cinnamon roll. I feel like
Isn't
there's
that good? This
Oh,
cake is
wow.
delicious.
This came from
Yeah.
their Beacon Hill location. It's a very cute little coffee shop. There's a nice little roof up there. If you're in the Beacon Hill area, check them out because it's great.
the fact that the money too is going to a great cause, and then you can just eat some pastries and carbs.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, sign me up. I have the biggest sweet tooth.
So good.
Okay, keep partaking in that, and then we're gonna go to our next topic, which we're gonna talk dress codes and uniforms, y'all. In May, Starbucks started enforcing their new dress code, asking employees to wear a short or long-sleeved solid black top. It could be crew neck though, collared or button down, and they're allowed to wear any shade of khakis or black or blue or denim bottoms. This is apparently to make their green apron really pop.
Yeah.
But some employees are not happy about this. We've heard they've started complaining, as people do. So what do you guys think? Do you think this change that Starbucks is doing is too intense? And are you into uniforms just in general? I've never gotten the luxury of wearing
I
a
went to
uniform.
Catholic school growing up. I wore uniforms all the time.
What?
It was very strict slacks and polo. And my mom was joking. She was saying, "You're never going to wear a polo again when you get older." And I would say, here we are. I love a polo still. So,
That's what I was
you know,
wondering. Maybe it sticks with you.
But I did not like wearing a uniform when I was little.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
I think it would make things easy.
Well, that's what I
Change
was
is hard,
thinking.
and those. It's not like they're being asked to wear something that, like, I have a ton of black. I
Yes.
have these pieces, but it is the idea of being asked to change, I think.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
would, if I have to wake up and have to spend less time picking out my outfit, sign me up, please.
That's why I think I would have liked it.
And there's actually variety in that,
sure.
right? Like you can wear any color of khaki, right? Black and blue. You're not just limited to one thing that doesn't look good on you. I do like that there's a little bit of variation in that one. I mean, anybody who's played on a sports team has had to wear a uniform, whether you like the
Yeah.
way it looks on you or not. When I was a football official years ago, this is before the officials could wear black pants. So this is old school. We wore white knickers, white knickers with the socks that went up underneath, so like over your knees.
Wow.
And it was like old school. I hated wearing that thing, but it's the only thing you were allowed to wear when working a game. Yeah.
I just think, it would make it so much easier to get ready for work, get ready for school, but I never had to be forced. Like, I was always able to wear
You're such a
whatever I
fashion
want.
girly. You
I
may
was
not
gonna
like
say.
that.
I know. I mean, with this color today, I think
I know,
it'd
I'm
be very
like,
hard.
that might be hard. Maybe it would bother me if someone told me though specifically, like you, and maybe that's why the employees are complaining because they want to show their identity or something.
But we all have to give up certain parts of ourselves at work, just to,
true.
I don't know.
You're like, come on. Okay, next thing we're going to talk about, I know we're just starting June, but how's everyone's lawns and grasses looking? Because apparently there's a no-mow May. It's a trend that's seen as a time to give your lawn a break to conserve time, money, and resources. Do we think this is a nice idea or a nuisance?
I think it's both. I participate in no-mow all year long because I have a townhouse, so I just have that little strip of land between my house and the street. I'm not going to buy a lawnmower to
No.
do that, whatever,
No.
like 2x10.
So what do you do?
Well, who's doing
It's
it then?
just no one is. Sometimes a nice neighbor will help me with it, but right now it's just kind of like some nice grass.
What's the longest it's gotten?
Well, right now it's like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, but no one's complained because some neighbors
Yes.
Sometimes
complain.
my single-family home neighbor complains to my left, but my townhouse neighbors have the same situation still. So,
Well, I
know?
know my parents. I live in an apartment, so I have
Same.
no lawn, no anything. I don't. Yeah, but I would participate in this if this was a trend. But my parents, if they do anything, like if they leave like a garbage can out too long, like some neighbors will
yeah,
like
but they
come
have
over.
a lot of yard, right?
They have, they have like
that's
an acre.
different.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing, though. I grew up in Texas, so the lawn in Texas is very different than the kind of grass that we have here in the
Yes.
Pacific Northwest. I am here to tell you that if you let your yard go for an entire month, it will take you days to get that thing back under control. Like,
Yeah.
that's hard work,
Yeah.
unless you've
Yeah.
got a riding lawnmower, which
Yeah.
who does up here?
Riding lawnmower for my little
You should. Honestly,
That would be the best.
Please
And
call
then-
me if you're doing that. So I
All you
think
do is
rent
turn
it
on and you're
out.
covered. And then
And I could make money.
You could make money, rent it out to the kids who want to be
There
entrepreneurial,
you go.
who want to just,
Good idea.
I feel like there's some other problems we haven't really thought through on this,
But it's a good start.
it's
I'd be all
brainstorming.
about if someone was walking around with like business cards too to like mow their great. That's amazing.
That's what we used to do.
Yeah.
Like when everybody had
Yeah.
a lawn. My brother did that. I thought that was the worst job ever. I babysat. Josh can go and deal with the
Yard.
He's out there sweating.
I'm
yeah.
not doing that.
I'm out. Is anyone at a table a Swiftie? Because, we got some hands. Okay, did we all see the news that Taylor Swift has bought back her master recordings? Do we care? I know some people at the table care. Or, are we just happy for her? Don't really, this isn't, something we think about a lot. I don't know.
we
Allison, I can tell.
absolutely care. My phone blew up when this
Really?
news hit. I have multiple Swiftie chats, and we were all sharing the immediate reaction.
I love that.
But aside from being a Swiftie, I think that what you really have to appreciate is this is a woman who had a business tactic employed against her of material she has completely created 100% on her own. She found a way to work around that to get the revenue she deserves, and now she's found a way to come back and take ownership of what she has created. And I think we would all wish that for anyone. And I think for women in particular, what an amazing role model, whether you like her music or not.
Yes.
I love it.
Absolutely. Jen?
And she did it essentially in the dark, right?
Yes.
She did it while she was touring. She did it while she's putting out new material, right? People didn't know everything that was going on behind the scenes while she was working on this,
Yes.
but she still did it. And yeah, I think she is a phenomenal businesswoman.
Well, that was my thing. So I am not a Swiftie, but I appreciate her. But I did, honestly, that tour was so over the top and huge. I thought it was a little bit obnoxious. I didn't understand why it had to be just so massive.
Yeah.
But then it's like, obviously, you don't know what other people are thinking
going
about.
through
She
it.
obviously was trying to make it as big and huge so she can make the money to buy back her music. And that makes perfect sense to me. And it just makes it seem so much more, just like all of it is beautiful to me. That she did that. Right?
Oh my gosh, do you guys have any favorite songs? That was really sweet.
I was just so excited to see that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, and what's beautiful about it is if people don't know, welcome to lore, is that the reason she started re-recording her albums is Kelly Clarkson suggested to her when her albums were taken from her, go re-record your music with a slight little change. And I love that women supporting women,
Yes,
artists
that's what
supporting
I was gonna
artists.
say.
So again, it's just
She just tweeted at her saying that.
yeah. And now Taylor sends her roses
Oh,
every time
I
she
love
releases
that.
a new album.
Oh my gosh. And speaking of women supporting women, I love your guys' relationship.
Yes.
I think it's
We do
so
too.
amazing.
Yeah, we do too.
Have you guys known each other for a long time?
4 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever
I
since the
came.
Kraken
Yeah.
started here.
Yeah, Jen's been obviously an amazing part of the Seattle sports scene, and coming here, she was such a mentor, an icon to me, and also a friend. And we have special dinners, we get together. We were just talking about it outside, and we're just so lucky to have such strong and also kind and focused on community women in media, sports, and in Seattle.
I completely agree. Well, it's really inspiring to women everywhere, and thank you so much,
Men too.
everyone. Yes, sorry, Joseph. Joseph is here. Go, girls. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you being here, and thank you to you all for spending time with us today. You can check our website for more of our content, and you can always send us an email to share your thoughts. Don't forget to enjoy your new day, and of course, we'll see you next time.